At you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Presented by Beatrice Bakery on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to One on One. Sometimes shows go in different directions than planned, and I blame Rico for this. But how did we get to 2006 as a season?
Joe Gans.
Joe Gans.
The greatest quarterback in Nebraska football history.
Runaway.
Easily.
Not even close.
If you look at the statistics, Joe Gans is the best. I'm sorry. You can't argue with
close.
that.
You can't.
Yeah, you can look at championships and Tommy Frazier, but
and Adrian Martinez and all of his numbers.
But Tommy Frazier isn't a top 10 all-time passer or has the most passing yards or passing touchdowns in a single game like Joe Gans does.
How did Gans not win the Heisman? How did that happen with those
in 2006?
Yeah, with those numbers.
Well, his best year was 2007.
Okay.
And that Heisman Trophy winner was Tim Tebow, I believe, is what we can
kind of understand that one.
Yeah. Right? 2007. Yeah, that was Tim Tebow. So let's look at the 2007 college season and see if Joe Gans finished in the top 5 of the Heisman voting.
Yeah, right. Like, why was he not invited to New York?
It's a great question. It's a great question.
Based
on the numbers I'm looking at, he definitely should have.
It's a sham. It was a sham year. It was a sham Heisman.
All right, here we go. Awards and honors. Ugh, darn it. He wasn't invited. He wasn't in the top 5. Top 5 that year. Obviously, winner Tim Tebow. Number 2, again, second year in a row, Darren McFadden.
So
poor Darren McFadden. Then Colt Brennan. You remember from Hawaii? He put up monster numbers.
Power.
Yeah. Rest in power, Colt Brennan. He put up monster numbers. That might be why Joe Gans wasn't there. Chase Daniel, and then Dennis Dixon.
Who is Dennis Dixon?
He was the Oregon quarterback. You don't remember Dennis Dixon?
No.
You don't, bro. You really don't remember Dennis Dixon?
I do not.
Oh, Dennis Dixon was a problem.
I do not.
Just kidding. I actually don't know if Dennis Dixon was a problem.
I don't remember.
He also played baseball, apparently.
I don't remember. Like, it was those 2 years were so 2006 was not the best year for college football.
Oh, he was picked in the 5th round by the Atlanta Braves.
Maybe that's why he wasn't so good at football.
Well, he didn't really play. He went back to Oregon for his senior year.
I don't know. What? So go through this the 2006 Heisman candidate.
Oh, the 2006 Heisman candidates?
Yeah.
That one's fun.
Yeah, this is a group of people who got a trip to New York for no reason.
0 reasons whatsoever. Right,
like none of them should have.
All right, awards and honors. I want to know. Okay. So I'm guessing people know the 2006 Heisman Trophy winner was Troy Smith. If you don't Google it, if you can name a single other person outside of Darren McFadden in the top 5 for that Heisman Trophy winning season, I don't know. We didn't do a Knicks trivia yesterday. I will give you $15 to Upside Bar and Lounge.
Say it again.
If you can name another person that finished in the top 5 of Heisman voting in 2006, don't Google it.
Without Googling.
That wasn't Troy Smith or Darren McFadden because I gave those away.
Right.
You will get $15 to Upside Bar and Lounge.
Yeah, I'd have nothing.
Because one of them is a name that you might know. The other 2, if you know them, I'm very impressed.
So who are they? Go ahead and tell. Like nobody knows it without Googling.
Yeah, nobody knows it without Googling. And honestly, if somebody texted in right now, I'll get your information. I'll write it down, and then you just come in and pick it up.
Yeah.
Number 2 was Darren McFadden. Number 3, Brady Quinn. You know
Fair.
Brady Quinn, right?
The largest jaw in the history of quarterback.
Notre Dame quarterback,
Huge
senior
head.
that year.
Huge head.
Number 4, West Virginia sophomore running back, Steve Slayton.
Wow.
And number 5,
wow,
Michigan junior running back, Mike Hart.
Nope. Nope. We just announced, the NCAA just announced that anybody that bought a ticket in 2006 is given a refund. Nobody should have to pay to watch that.
That was an awful. I went through
Troy Smith was really,
I went through the other major award winners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Troy Smith won a lot of them.
Yeah.
Although Brady Quinn won the Maxwell Award, which is the top player. Weird.
Odd.
Weird. Bronco Nagurski, top defensive player.
Yeah.
James Laurinaitis.
Okay,
He
but
was
which
really
was
good
weird
that
because
year.
They took him over Willis.
I believe so. He was a first round pick to the Rams. Patrick Willis won the Dick Butkus Award as best linebacker.
Right. So I would have because Laurinaitis was a linebacker. He wasn't a
Yes.
lineman.
They were both middle linebackers.
NCAA, have a meeting with yourself and work this out.
You have the best defensive player, but he's not the best linebacker, even though he's a linebacker. Whatever.
Work it out.
Chuck Bednarik Award.
Yeah.
Bednarik.
One of the 5 greatest linebackers to ever play.
Paul Posluszny.
Buffalo Bill. Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Okay.
Fair. Ton of tackles.
Dave Rimington Award.
Yeah.
West Virginia center.
No.
Dan Moses.
No. That was an awful choice. Terrible. Just terrible. It's just terrible.
Brian Leonard won the Dratty Trophy, which is the academic Heisman. So
who?
Brian Leonard. So
who's Brian
congrats. I don't know. He went to Rutgers. Congrats to him. Bolitnikov. This is a name everybody knows. Calvin Johnson.
Thank you for the one saving of the season.
Oh, the Jim Thorpe Award, defensive back, Sonia Richards Ross's husband.
Okay. All right.
I'm not going to say his name. He doesn't deserve it.
No.
Aaron Ross.
No.
Texas defensive back.
Yeah, we don't.
John Mackey, the best tight end. Matt Spaeth, Minnesota.
No idea.
Me either.
No idea. Like, and I'm a bit of a historian. No idea.
This is I found it.
Yeah.
The Manning Award.
Okay.
Jamarcus Russell.
Everybody gets a refund. Pull your ticket stubs, and all of that money.
Found it.
All of your money should be refunded. No one should have had to pay for one single ticket. Unless you were at Georgia Tech and could watch Calvin Johnson.
That is
nobody.
Hey, another person Outland Trophy Award winner, interior lineman, Joe Thomas.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. We're back in the game. That's why he was number 2. That's
Lamar,
why he was number 2.
Lamar Woodley, defensive end, Ted Hendricks Award.
So, but here's the thing. So, imagine being a GM that chose Jamarcus over Joe Thomas. Like, how does
good choice?
Was that person fired?
Probably.
Have they been banned from participating in
not
NFL
allowed,
draft?
Not allowed to do anything ever.
Like
again.
nothing.
Who was the coach? Who was the Home Depot coach of the year?
I would have imagined
it's a guy.
Notre Dame's coach.
Nope. It's a guy who's back at that job now.
Who?
Greg Schiano.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Different from the AP coach of the year, which was Jim Grobe, Wake Forest.
Everybody gets your money back. Everybody gets a refund.
But Paul Bear Bryant Award, Chris Peterson.
Still.
Oh, come on.
Still, everybody gets your money back.
At least the people in Idaho were having a good year.
Get your money back. That is terrible. That is terrible.
Bud Foster won the assistant coach of the year.
That you understand that year is so bad. It really there should be a refund. Everybody should get a refund.
Coaching changes.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
I love this.
Yeah.
This is great. We should do this once a week.
Yeah.
Just pick a random year.
Yeah.
And I will if the text line wants to give me a random year for next week, we'll do it.
For next segment. What are you talking about? What are you talking
2006.
about? Saucy. Okay, here we go.
Alabama.
Oh.
Former coach Mike Shula. Interim Joe Kynes. New coach Nick Saban.
Is that the greatest step up in the history of?
It's the greatest ever.
Like,
There's
isn't that
nothing better than that.
isn't that the great? Like, you went from Mike Shula to Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Like, you cheated. You've broken the matrix.
Cincinnati. Weird.
Yeah.
Mark D'Antonio. Fired. Brian Kelly. Hired.
What was going on in Cincinnati?
I don't know.
Like, why was he there?
He might have left, actually. Hold on.
But why was he there? And then why?
Yeah, Mark D'Antonio left. He went to Michigan State.
Right. Right.
Weird.
What is going on in Cincinnati? Like, that's a place you need to pay attention to then. Because
I'm looking for other names and the new coach and just seeing who.
my God.
Mario Cristobal, new coach of Florida International.
Uh-huh.
Step up from Don Strock.
Oh. Ooh. Threw up in my mouth a little bit.
You good? You
Oh.
know Don Strock?
Yeah, he's a Virginia Tech guy.
Oh,
He was so Don Strock was the
I
Dolphins.
didn't know you were gonna know somebody on
No,
this
he
list.
was he was the Dolphins quarterback before Marino.
Oh,
Don
oh,
Strock. Don Strock was like
Damn,
a
Don.
career backup, so he was in between Greasy and Marino,
Poor
and they
guy.
would put him in, and then he was a hero for a while because he'd come off the bench,
Mhm.
and but when he became a starter, it wasn't quite as okay. Now I have to Google
I'm
Don
sorry, Don.
Strock's. Oh no.
Iowa State from Dan McCarney to Gene Chizik.
They needed to do that.
It's a good
Hold on here.
It's a good step.
Hold on here. No. I've got to make sure I get the Don Strock
Oh,
right.
goodness.
Don Strock had 5,000 career passing yards. Period. Total.
I know
Total.
people that can do that in a season.
Total. He was with the Dolphins. Ready for this? He was with the Dolphins for 14 years and threw for 5,000 yards.
I'm sorry, what? 14 years, 5,000 yards.
And then he went when Marino came in and got his work, right? Marino got the job.
Yeah.
He goes to Cleveland. He goes to the Browns.
Yeah, throws for 5,000 yards.
He goes to the Browns. And so the greatest this is from Wikipedia. Strock is well remembered for coming off the bench January 2nd, 1982 for the Dolphins AFC divisional playoff game against the San Diego Chargers in the Orange Bowl. Strock led Miami from a 24-0 deficit to tie the score in the third quarter. Ultimately, Miami lost the game in 41-38 in overtime. Right, that's the image of Kellen Winslow being dragged off the field. That game, they were competing. Strock came off the bench to lead them there. Like,
shout out Don Strock.
Shout out that he was at Florida International. He was 5-6, 2-10, 3-7, 5-6, 0-12 as a coach. 15-41 as a head coach.
Cool.
Attaboy, Donald.
Attaboy, Don.
Attaboy, Don.
Louisville, Bobby Petrino, gone. Steve Cragthorpe, in.
Wow. Oh, that was such a swing and a miss. What a swing and a miss. So I had friends who were part of, they were big time boosters for Louisville.
Uh-huh.
And when that happened, I remember the conversation because they wanted Strong, and they didn't get him. And then they wanted, who was the guy that recently was at Louisville and only stayed a year? He got the job, and
I don't know.
They flew in to accept the job. He had accepted the job verbally, got in, flew in, accepted the job, and then got back on the plane and said, you know what, second thought, I don't want the job. So they had to scramble to find somebody else. Steve Cragthorpe's brother, Kurt, was one of my buddies in Salt Lake for the Salt Lake Tribune. So we would get Kurt would give us these scoops on his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a weird vibe because he never talked really good about his brother.
Yeah, forget this guy.
It was I don't know why they keep offering him jobs. He's a moron.
Damn.
Oh, man. That's good.
I had to go back up because I realized this. Central Michigan, Brian Kelly left. Jeff Quinn was the interim, and they brought in Butch Jones.
Do you ever... we need to keep a running ledger of how bad athletic directors do at hiring coaches. Because it's way worse than we would imagine.
Hey, Steve Cragthorpe left Tulsa.
Yes.
Fired. Left Tulsa. They hired Todd Graham, who was let go or left Rice, and they hired Dave Bailiff.
Yeah. Just think about it.
Just the whole
Just think about it. Most athletic directors totally biff the coaching hire thing.
Different Butch. There's another Butch on here.
We can name 10 really good hires, but we can name 300 bad ones.
That's true.
So we kind of have to accept that going forward.
What do you want, a good hire?
Yes, give me a good hire.
Stanford, Walt Harris, gone. Jim Harbaugh, in.
They were on a run. Stanford's on a good run with coaching.
Oh, yeah, they are. Let's see. Any other good coaches? Larry Coker, gone at Miami.
Ooh.
Randy Shannon, in at Miami.
Ooh.
That's fun.
They don't... Have they gotten it right since then?
They have not.
Right?
Arizona State, Dick Cutter, gone. Dennis Erickson, in.
Big one. and this is Erickson post Miami.
Mhm.
But why did Erickson leave Arizona State? Why did he leave?
Yeah. No.
That was a weird dismount on that one as well.
Well, Dennis Erickson was coming over. He went to Arizona State from Idaho, who then hired Rob Aki or Aki. I don't know how to pronounce his name,
That's a statement.
but shout out Idaho.
That's a statement, right?
Nobody else really.
All right. So
that was
Tony John says do 2000. The
you
year
want 2000.
Why not? Let's wing it.
Let's keep this going. Let's keep this train rolling.
Brom, thank you, text line. It was Jeff Brom.
Jeff Brom.
Brom accepted the Louisville job, then bailed.
Because didn't
Yeah.
what's his name, dude? That was at Dana Altman. He did that with Arkansas.
That is such a bad move.
He took the Arkansas job, and it was the whole Woo Pig Sooie, and he was like, "Yeah, no,
Yeah, I'm not
not
gonna do
gonna
that.
go to Oregon."
Yeah, not gonna do it.
Or no, he went back to Creighton, then he went to Oregon.
Yeah, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
It was funny. Okay.
Also, I'll tell you while you lock and load.
Okay.
So I'll tell you a story because I was once one of those coaches that got the job and then didn't get the job.
Yeah. Like
So-
you left, or you just didn't get it.
So when I was in Virginia, and I was busy, but I wanted to coach. I didn't have the desire to be like a head coach.
Mhm.
Like at that point, I didn't want to. Like we were moving to Houston, and I was really just going to chill until we decided to go to Houston. And the baseball program, they sabotaged the coaching staff. They literally sabotaged the coaching staff. They had the assistant athletic director be an assistant coach, who sabotaged the head coach with the AD, so they could fire the head coach and then fire the whole coaching staff. As they fired the head coaching staff, they then now have to find a replacement. And I'm calling out the athletic director and the assistant athletic director the
Mhm.
entire time, Rico. I'm like, you guys are trying to get this dude fired. Like, I see you. Like, shame on you.
Mhm.
They get him fired. They want to place the assistant AD into the head coaching position. Why? Money. So they can, because we had done a ton of fundraising and they wanted access to the money. I then found my way. I said, you know what? I'm not going to let you do this. And all the parents said, we want DP as the coach. And I'm like, I'm only going to be here for 3 months. But okay. Fight for it. Principal says DP should be the head coach. Like, look, let's do the right thing. DP should. Now, this school had never had a black head coach in 50 years in any program. Ever. 50 years, 19 athletic teams, never had a black person be a head coach. So I'm like, you have a chance to do right and do history. So, and I'm the best candidate. Like, it's not even close. But this is the athletic director that also fired the head coach for football. And the principal had chosen Barry Thompson as the head coach, to the next head coach. Now, mind you, imagine here's a school in Virginia that could have had Barry Thompson and DP and Doug Craig, who won the state title, as their 3 head coaches in their big program.
Sounds awful.
Right?
Would never do that.
Right. What principal says these should be the head coaches. The athletic files a complaint with the state board that the principal overshot. It's his decision, etc. Principal names me the head coach. I run the camp. I'm running the whole summer drills, all that stuff. State says, in theory, the athletic director should have his decision should have stuck. I step down. Guy gets a program, turns it into an absolute crap show. Like it's a dumpster fire. And the football program,
As was predicted.
So sometimes athletic directors really don't know what they're doing.
It's true.
2000. What do we got?
2000. All right, we're gonna go straight to. Wow, these are a bunch of names that I don't know. LSU.
Okay.
Well, Michigan State first.
Okay.
Nick Saban gone. Bobby Williams in.
Was that good?
LSU.
Not good.
Jerry DiNardo
Out.
gone. Nick Saban in.
Was that good?
Yes. I mean, it turned into a national championship. It wasn't his, but
Of course.
or
it
no,
was.
he won. No, he won one.
It was his.
No, Les Miles won one with Nick Saban's players.
Right.
Did Nick win one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Nick won one, and then his players also won another
Won one.
with a different head coach.
Because Nick left.
Because Nick left for Miami and then flamed out and then went to Alabama. Shout out Miami.
That's so funny.
That's
so funny.
Texas Tech, Spike Dykes
so-
out,
Oh.
Mike Leach
Oh,
in.
not good either.
It
Oh,
was fun.
it was something.
And then that's just a bunch of names that I don't know.
Oh,
So we're not even gonna go into them.
Oh, that's spectacular. That is spectacular. So wait, so
So
Saban,
2000 was boring.
so Saban was at LSU.
From 2000,
So the 2003? No, the 2003 starters won. Tigers won the championship.
yeah.
So yes, he did win a championship at
Okay.
LSU, and then he won a whole bunch at Alabama.
The Milkman says Mike Leach not good.
Well,
Mike
it
Leach.
was fun.
Mike Leach, lots of yards, lots of points.
Right, but-
not a lot of winning.
Like he wasn't satisfied with the job
No.
he did there.
a lot of 500 and like 2
Yeah,
games.
he
over
wasn't
500.
satisfied with the job he did there.
Anybody else have another year they want to look into?
No, that's fantastic though.
This is fun. Do you want to know who the Heisman winner was in 2000?
2000. Okay, go. Give me the top four without.
I will start at
give me
5.
give me
and I will
5
work
through
up.
2. And,
Damian Anderson, Northwestern.
oh boy, whew, that not a good start.
It gets better.
Okay,
LaDainian Tomlinson, TCU.
okay,
Drew Brees, Purdue.
okay,
Josh Heupel, Oklahoma.
okay, fair.
And the winner of the 2000 Heisman Trophy with 1,628 points, Florida State quarterback Chris Winky.
Winky,
Winky.
who was 27, I believe, at the time. Well, he was close.
So there you go.
He was close. Chris
Winky,
was-
Heupel, Brees, Tomlinson, and then Damian Anderson.
and you just Chris Winky over LaDainian Thomas. Oh man,
LSU
so-
only had 566 points. Drew Brees had 619. Those two weren't even close. Josh Heupel, 1552.
there are people who decided. So he stepped away. So he played major leagues. He played Major League Baseball before he played. Or he played baseball before he played football. He was so. Here's the story. Winky entered Florida State in 1997 when he was 25 years old. This is in 97.
What?
This is what it says. Wait
What?
a minute. In 1997, he was born in 1972.
He was 27,
He was 25 when
25,
but he was 27 when he
97,
went.
98, 26, 20. Yeah, he was 27, 28.
He was 27 and 28. And he goes, Winky was the first Heisman Trophy winner not to be named a consensus All-American because Josh Heupel.
Well, he didn't even win the College Player of the Year. Drew Brees did.
Right,
And Josh Heupel won the Walter Camp Award.
right. He was
The
27.
Davey O'Brien Award for the quarterback. Winky won that.
Ah!
And he won the Johnny
But
Unitas
they
Golden
were
Arm
national
Award.
champions that year, so nothing else mattered.
Goodness
He was
gracious.
come around, kids. Grandpa Chris Winky is going to tell you stories.
Goodness.
He
Bob
was
Stoops was the coach
27.
of the year that year.
He was 27. Well, because of Heupel. It wasn't even All-American and won the Heisman. All right, we'll throw the break. I'll tell you the story of when he got to Carolina because they drafted him in the first round. What a train wreck that was. It was horrible.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Southeast Community College has learning centers in Falls City, Hebron, Nebraska City, Plattsmouth, Wahoo, and York so that you can take credit and non-credit classes at a center nearby without having to travel an hour or more to campus. By taking online classes and those at a learning center, you can earn your degree from SEC where and when it's convenient for you, all at a cost that won't stand in the way of your education. Learn more about SCC's learning centers at southeast.edu/learning centers. SCC, your path to possible.
Fruitcakes are just for Christmas, right? Gosh, I feel sorry for you. I mean, what if we had done that with bacon? Bacon is only for breakfast. We'd never have bacon cheeseburgers. We'd never be able to save a salad by adding bacon bits. We'd never have Brinner. That's breakfast for dinner. Don't limit yourself. Fruitcakes for St. Patrick's Day. fruitcakes for graduation, fruitcakes for Thursday. Beatrice Bakery and Grandma's Fruitcakes are perfect for every occasion. Check them out in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Pleased and honored to be joined by Nebraska volleyball coach John Cook.
If Trev wasn't interested, I would have done it in a heartbeat because I just felt like Nebraska athletics, we were at the edge of the cliff. You know, we had to do something, get somebody in here to build this athletic department back up. I thank my lucky stars every day that Trev's our guy now.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Sponsored by DHHS and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is all about the good and creating more of it. More drive-through celebrations, more weekend traditions, more family dinners and lunches, more car picnics and road trips, more desserts, maybe more second desserts. More celebrating being together as much as we can. There's always room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
Casey's General Store is giving you the chance at winning 2 free tickets to a Nebraska home basketball game this season. Stop by any Casey's location in Lincoln throughout basketball season, enter your name into the registration box, and you'll have a chance to win 2 tickets to an upcoming Nebraska basketball game. Every drawing will occur at least 24 hours before the game that has its selected winner. So make sure to get to any Casey's in Lincoln today for your chance at 2 free tickets for Nebraska men's basketball games.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batstoRats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, presented by Beatrice Bakery on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back, One-on-One. A couple of things from the Starter Heyman text line. One, I'll tell the story of Chris Weinke because that's where we were there. So Weinke gets drafted by the Panthers, and they're doing a big book signing event in Charlotte. And Weinke shows up, and there's, of course, there's a ton of kids there. There's one kid looks at Weinke, and Weinke walks in, and the kid's there, and the kid looks up at Weinke, and goes, "Geez, dude, you're old." He goes, "You look like a coach."
That's so rude.
Yeah,
that's so rude.
Just and I'm not sure I've ever laughed that hard because it was pretty exceptional. From the text line. David says, "What's up, DP? First time texter. I'm one of the few Nats fans in Lincoln. As a DC guy yourself, I'm wondering if you'd indulge me with your thoughts on the career and legacy of Mr. Walkoff, Ryan Zimmerman. That's Mr. National. Mr. National. He, the very first player drafted by the Nationals, 2005, UVA kid, played down in Norfolk, Virginia Beach area. Matter of fact, he played with the Upton brothers. So imagine being in high school in Virginia and you show up just, random dudes, right? You're just going to play baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan Zimmerman and BJ and Justin Upton are in that. That's quite the That's quite
No.
that's quite the lineup to have to face, right?
No.
Right? Not fair at all.
Let's avoid that.
You know who else was on that team? David Wright from the Mets. So just wrap your brain around that. Both Upton, Zimmerman, and David Wright. Kind of not fair.
Hard pass.
Kind of hard, not fair. But the trivia question in tribute to Mr. National, Mr. Walkoff, and again, he's the greatest Nat. He's the greatest Nat until Juan Soto retires, if he doesn't leave.
If he that's the caveat right there.
Like I said, if he doesn't leave. Strasburg could be that if he stays.
I do love Steven Strasburg.
If he stays, of course, Bryce Harper ruined
I watched
it.
Steven Strasburg pitch in college.
Judas. I love Strasburg. But the question to you, Rico, is
okay.
What position did Ryan Zimmerman play in his debut with the Nationals? What position did he play?
Third base.
That's what he was in most of his career.
Oh. Left field.
Ryan Zimmerman made his debut at shortstop.
What?
Shortstop for the Nats. He also made his debut wearing number 25. Most Zimmerman jerseys were number 11. He couldn't have 11 because Vinny Castilla was wearing it, who also was starting at third base when he got to the league. He couldn't wear it.
That's not fair.
So as soon as Castilla left,
well, okay.
As soon as he left, he changed to 11. Yeah.
Hold on. You're
Yeah.
telling me this man waited for a guy to leave to not only take his number, but take his position and do it at such a high level that people refer to him as Mr. Team Name.
Uh-huh. He's Mr. National.
That's rude.
He's Mr. National.
Nope, that's rude.
He's Mr. National.
Ryan Zimmerman, right? That's rude.
Yeah. Took the
Don't do
number.
that.
Took the number. Well, because that's the number he wore at UVA.
Don't be that guy.
So he played at UVA
I'm gonna
with
take your number.
He played with Mark Reynolds, who
Okay.
I think just finished. I believe Mike Schwimmer, who also made it to the league. Javier Lopez, who made it through the league. And I believe Sean Doolittle. Doolittle was also on that
That is
UVA
a
too.
decent amount of good names.
But if memory serves, and Dave can correct me, or baseball fans can correct me if not, but I believe that Doolittle hit more home runs than Zimmerman in college. There's a year that Sean Doolittle, reliever extraordinaire, hit more home runs. I believe that there's a statement of truth.
Sean Doolittle wears the goggles, right?
Uh-huh.
I love Sean Doolittle.
Yeah, and I believe, I could be wrong. I mean, that was a loaded UVA team. They didn't, do what later teams did, but yeah, all of those years, consecutive years with the Nats.
Did you know
from day one until retirement, those days of having a guy who gets in your organization and stays, and Zimmerman could have left. There's several times he could have left.
Mm-hmm.
Moved around, played several positions, ended up being a DH and playing first base.
Mm-hmm.
Was put out in left field because he got the yips, right? So he couldn't throw even while playing first base.
See,
he had the yips.
Played in left field.
Yeah, he had the yips, and it was not pretty. You've seen
Why do
Charles Barkley's golf swing? That was Ryan Zimmerman's throwing motion.
Oh no.
It had broken down that bad.
Why do I obviously remember him at third base, but for some reason I just picture Ryan Zimmerman in left field.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but that's just the image that I have in my mind is Ryan Zimmerman as a left fielder.
Yeah, so 4 years ago, they played him out there. When they won the World Series, he played third.
Okay.
He played left field.
Okay, that might be
because we would cringe as Nats fans. Oh my God, it was so. No matter where he was playing, remember this guy came into the league, played shortstop and third base. Dude had a rocket for an arm, but when he got the yips, there's nothing he could do, and so people would hit him the ball at third base, and we would all just like, what's about to happen? We didn't know if 6 hops. We didn't know if it was going to end up in the seats. You didn't know. And they moved him to first, figuring, okay, this will take him out of it, but you got to turn double plays and you got to be the relay guy. And so every time Zimmerman would have to throw, probably not. But
that's why you just get an Aaron Judge in right field and he just rockets it to home. So
ours is Soto, and remember we had Bryce Harper, and
he left
he divorced us.
Are you okay?
It's like
Did I
Adrian
just-
It's like Adrian Martinez.
Did I just bring up a bad
It's
memory?
like Adrian. You saw that on my face, right? It's like Adrian Martinez. Like, yeah, but you didn't win for us. Like Juan Soto won.
He did.
Bryce Harper.
Hey,
Newman.
I still love Didi. I still love Didi.
Yeah, you know
He didn't want to leave though.
Yeah, they never.
Didi didn't want to leave.
Nobody ever wants to leave. That's
Bryce wanted to
like.
leave.
Actually, he didn't. He didn't, but it was the best thing for the organization.
Tragic.
He should have stayed. Like we'd have won with him. We actually would have won with him,
The hair would have gotten in the way.
but we would not have discovered Juan Soto.
It's true.
Soto would have been in the minor leagues just toiling. Yeah, remember Juan Soto.
Tragedy.
Interesting. Juan Soto was not as highly ranked as Victor Robles. Robles was the guy that was brought up first, and he got hurt. Robles was the number one
Do you like
talent.
Victor Robles?
And then
Speed.
Soto, when Robles got hurt, Soto, they needed somebody. So they bring up Soto. Nobody knew Soto was that guy. Like nobody.
You know how I learned about these players? I'll be playing MLB The Show, and
Yeah.
it's just like the futures cards.
Yeah.
And it's just like I found out about Victor. I was like, I like this kid. This kid's good. And then next thing I know, he's up and he's playing in the majors. And I go, hey, I know this guy.
There's literally nobody who thought Juan Soto was going to be Juan Soto.
No.
Like when he came up his first couple of games, we just went, what is this? Who is that? Like we were all like, who's this kid?
There's very few sure things where you're like, this guy is going to be this. And then he
Strasburg
turns out
we
to
knew.
be-
Strasburg we knew.
Then he got hurt, which sucked.
But like Strasburg. So Becky and I were there for Strasburg's debut, where he had, I want to say 15 strikeouts, 16 strikeouts, and we're like, okay, this is the greatest day in the history of baseball. Like as far as DC's
it was
right?
it was such a big deal, like
Right.
everywhere. Like ESPN
Right.
was just like Steven Strasburg is about to pitch. Steven Strasburg is going to
Yeah,
pitch.
yeah.
Oh my gosh!
It's remarkable. So
And I'm watching. I'm like, I don't even care.
the Nats were so bad that in back-to-back years they got Strasburg number one and Harper number one. That's how bad they were.
Like, but are you really that mad though?
No, because it was like, okay, I understand why teams tank, but you got to double tank. You
Yeah.
got to tank to get
You got
an
to
arm.
trust the process.
Yeah. Well, the process got
So
them.
sometimes the
Got
process
them
doesn't
that.
work out too well.
All right, so let's go to a specific Huskers Heisman year, and look at the quarterbacks that were in play.
All right.
Come on.
Did
Did you want to do young quarterback? What do you want to do?
No, we can do. No, we'll do the quarterback. Also,
Okay.
I looked up Chris Winkie. He is currently the quarterbacks coach at Georgia Tech.
What's he like? 90?
49. He turns 50 this year.
Chris Winkie.
He was
Dude,
the head coach at IMG Academy from 2010 to
Right.
2014.
Right, dude. You look like a coach.
And then immediately he went from IMG, went from high school immediately to the NFL for St. Louis LA Rams as the quarterbacks coach.
Well, IMG is the NFL.
True. But then he went back down to college, Alabama, offensive analyst, Tennessee running backs coach.
How did
Tennessee
we not
quarterbacks
know
coach.
about Winkie as the
He
Alabama?
went immediately up to NFL and then straight back down to college.
How do we not know Winkie at Alabama? Like it was never talked about.
It was one season, offensive analyst. So
Okay,
he wasn't.
fair.
He wasn't on
so
the
he
field or
wasn't
anything.
around. Got it.
Tennessee from 2018 to 2020. And then it looks like he took 2 years off. And Georgia Tech, he's the quarterbacks coach starting this year.
Is their quarterback good?
It's Georgia Tech, probably not.
Well, they put up points this year, right?
It's Georgia Tech, probably not.
No, Wake Forest put up points.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not just.
2001.
All right.
Eric Crouch, Heisman winner.
Okay.
Do you people want to know who the other Heisman finalists were?
Number 5.
David Carr, Fresno State. It doesn't get better.
It's a good thing Jay Foreman's not here.
Number 4.
Jay Foreman's skin crawls. Like whenever,
He's like, "Oh, David
whenever David Carr comes up, look, man, that dude owned the state of Texas for a brief period of time because he was the first quarterback. Like he was their first guy,
Mhm.
and he was not good the first. Like
No.
it was tough to watch.
No, it was not great.
So
Also, somebody thanks you for talking baseball. Today was supposed to be, I think, opening day for,
yeah,
or like
I'm not
they head
depressed.
down to spring training.
I'm not depressed that
It's
this
fine.
is. No, I should be booking my plans for my spring training vacation
It's fine.
to the Astros and Nats facility, and nothing. I'm not happy. Becky and I are not happy about this. Just baseball.
Stupid MLB
Get it
owner.
together.
All right, number 4.
Okay.
Joey Harrington, Oregon.
So this was the good-looking crop. This was where everybody kind of looked the part.
Number 3,
Okay.
Ken Dorsey, Miami.
Let's all just keep it moving, baby. Let's keep it moving.
Number 2, Rex Grossman.
Let's just keep it. Yeah, as soon as you said it, it struck me. Like, oh no, this was the year that they just did the assembly line of quarterbacks.
And this so the other votes, the winner has like 1,500 points.
Yeah.
And like the fourth place guy has like 50 votes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go from first to last. 770, 708, 638, 364, 101.
Yeah, just show up.
They were just like, I don't really
Why are
know.
we here?
I guess we'll give it to Eric.
Yeah.
People get really mad about that.
Well, it's the run, right? It's the run
Oh,
and then the catch.
College Player of the Year, Ken Dorsey. Number 3 on the Heisman list. Davey O'Brien, Eric Crouch, Walter Camp, Eric Crouch. Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award only goes to a senior quarterback, David Carr.
Yeah.
Luke Staley, the best running back that year.
BYU.
There you go. Best receiver, Josh Reed. Daniel Graham, Colorado, best tight end.
Fair.
Charles Bentley, Dave Remington Award.
Monster.
Roy Williams, Bronco Nagurski.
Uh-huh.
Julius Peppers, Chuck Bednarik Award.
Right. So all of those awards should have gone to Julius Pepper.
Rocky Kalmus, Dick
Kalmus?
Butkus.
Kalmus.
Julius Peppers Lombardi. Bryant McKinney, Outland.
Yeah, he
was good.
Yeah, he was nice.
Roy Williams, Jim Thorpe.
Yeah.
And the coach of the year, 2 coaches of the year, Larry Coker and Ralph Friedgen.
No, Fridge from the Terps. From the Terrapins.
2001.
The Terrapins.
I have to go to a different page and look up the coaching changes.
That might have been the Terps' best year ever. Matter of fact, it might be their only best year ever.
That's
like
rude.
Maryland's not like for football. That's not like Maryland's fair to middling. It's never been like exceptional. Even when they had Boomer and Frank Wright and Stan Gelbaugh, like they had a run of quarterbacks. But they were never like they would be undefeated, and then Clemson would come to town and just murder them by 4 touchdowns or 5 touchdowns. And then Maryland would falter, and then they'd end up where they'd end up. So David says, thanks, DP. I'm probably the only person who loved that whole conversation. I hope I didn't bore too many of your listeners. Yeah, it was there. Aaron says, ask this question. Should Strasburg have pitched in the playoffs the first year in the majors instead of being put on an innings count? I stayed away from that because I thought Strauss knows his body. The Nats were protecting their investment. So I understood both sides of it. I'm okay with him doing what's best, but he still had issues. Like, he's such a big dude. There's so many moving parts. And he throws with such explosiveness. I'm not sure that so much torque that I'm sure that the joints can handle that, Frank. I mean, he's a big dude. When you see him in person, that is a big dude. So hold your thought. You got it right there.
I can't find the coaching changes.
Okay, so we'll do that. We'll close out one-on-one when we come back.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is all about the good and creating more of it. More drive-through celebrations, more weekend traditions, more family dinners and lunches, more car picnics and road trips, more desserts, maybe more second desserts, more celebrating being together as much as we can. There's always room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
Partly to mostly cloudy skies and colder today. We only top out near 41. North winds a little breezy, gusting over 20 to 25. Cold tonight with a low down to around 14. We will be even colder as we get into our Thursday. Mostly cloudy skies, only a high of around 28. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
You can search online for hours to find the best electricians in Lincoln and the surrounding area, but I'll save you time. High Electric has been serving their customers for 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They're experts in everything electrical, from remodeling to new additions, hot tub installations, electric vehicle chargers or EV chargers, lighting, ceiling fans, and more. High Electric takes jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606. or learn more at highelectric.com. Casey's General Store is giving you the chance at winning 2 free tickets to a Nebraska home basketball game this season. Stop by any Casey's location in Lincoln throughout basketball season. Enter your name into the registration box, and you'll have a chance to win 2 tickets to an upcoming Nebraska basketball game. Every drawing will occur at least 24 hours before the game that has its selected winner. So make sure to get to any Casey's in Lincoln today for your chance at 2 free tickets for Nebraska men's basketball games.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues, but things continue to loosen up as Coppell gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is hosting their annual planter clinic at the Adams County Fairgrounds in Hastings, Nebraska, February 23rd and 24th. Landmark's planter clinic offers expansive equipment training and important information on new and updated technology for this planting season. Learn more about AMS documentation and guidance, row unit and meter settings, and soil moisture monitoring options. Join us February 23rd and 24th in Hastings, RSVP by calling your local Landmark.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Beatrice Bakery on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ben, we will give you our address. Bring the goodies.
Yeah. You said it was my day to bring lunch for the office. Well, the
Our
office is here,
Our
and
office.
I have yet to see this food.
Yeah, do that.
So, where are you at, Ben? It's your day.
Have at it. Have at it. All right, Rico. So you and Nick are going to have to hold down the fort in the first segment. Captain, I've got to put on.
no.
I've got to put on grown up crows. Because I didn't feel good about it this morning.
Haha,
I wanted
you have to get your ass.
Yeah, like I didn't want to do that, but I'm going to do it for the Rotary Club. So I'm headed over there. I believe we're at the garage.
The garage.
It's the garage from 48th and Highway 2. Be there. Until,
Never heard of it.
Till 1 o'clock. Well, when they sent the invitation to speak, and it said that this was the address when you pull the address up. It's the garage sports bar or something. So we'll see. We'll see what that is. Fair enough. Lots to do. Do we know who's on with?
No.
The captain?
Hey, Nick, are you listening? He's not listening.
We don't know. He doesn't tell him.
Do you know who's on with Rashawn today?
Look at him
He's not
go.
listening. Do you know who's on with Rashawn today? He doesn't know. We don't know.
Rashawn doesn't tell us anymore.
Rashawn likes to keep his guest secrets now.
Yeah, I guess, private.
Whatever.
He
dude.
was mad at me yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Talking jerseys.
you out here messing stuff up.
Right. Right.
I don't know exactly what you're
Right.
messing up, but
Still
apparently
stuff.
you're messing stuff up.
Right. Simple.
I wonder if Rashawn brought pizza today.
Probably not.
That'd be like once a week thing.
Yeah, like he bought us enough for everybody. He's done it twice.
He's done it twice. It has to be like once a week.
Yeah, bravo.
Once every 2 weeks.
Well done. I'll buy lunch tomorrow.
Hey.
Actually, though, Moose's Man Fresh is coming tonight.
Okay, so we'll have stuff for tomorrow.
We'll have chips and dip tomorrow.
Okay.
And then
It's like an appetizer.
And then he's also coming Thursday night for The Truth with Kobe and CJ. He's bringing them goodies.
I really just want to go to Mary Ellen's and just get something.
Go.
No,
Just go.
I'm not gonna go.
Why not? It's like
'Cause I have to drive all the way out there.
You're in town, bro. Like,
I gotta drive all the way. I got stuff to do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You,
I got podcast show.
Rico,
I got podcast.
Rico,
No, stop. I got
see,
podcast
you
your
know
shows.
That you can't say this. To
I
me.
got it. No, stop, Mr. Rotary Club. I got to
Yeah.
podcast your shows.
Uh-huh.
Then I got to do my show, and then I got to do all the scheduling for tomorrow, so that we can actually have a radio working with commercials and such tomorrow. I'm sorry if you
Do
want to
we have
a
all the
show.
big voice Bob stuff? Do we have that?
I have to finish typing that out and send it. Look at that. I have so much to do.
You haven't sent it. Okay, so like,
well, I have like most of it typed out. I just have to get the particulars on a couple names, and then I have to record myself saying it and send it to him, so that we make sure that
do you
we
have
get it.
Sunday morning pancakes? Do you have that one?
I have that one again. Particulars
In
on
the
a couple
pocket?
names
In the pocket?
I have that one typed out as well, and that one again. Those are the two that I have to record myself saying the names and send it to Bob, because we don't want to have the whole situation we had with Ashley,
Yeah.
where we kept sending it to him squadging.
Squadging.
So I want to make sure that
Ashley
we
Skogan.
yeah, I want to make sure we don't have to send it 3 times. So I gotta make sure that I get that right.
For Nebraska basketball is Ashley Skogan.
And then Nori's just like, we're asking him how to pronounce his name. And
Did
he's
you
just like,
did you pull the clip that I asked yesterday?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so how does he pronounce it?
So
you didn't put it in the system?
No.
That's a fail, Rico. Put it in the system.
I'm sorry.
So we can play it. So nobody knows how to say
We'll
dude's
play
name.
it. I'll play it tomorrow.
Like, please do.
But we listened to it, and at the same time, me and Mark are sitting there, and we're like, so is it this way? Because he says it so fast, and he has the accent on top of it. So we're like, okay, this is how we say it. Then we play it again, and we're like, no, this is how we
That's
play
our clip of the day. Is Nori's saying
It's just him
his own
saying
name.
his name
over and over and over and over.
just over
Yeah.
for like a minute straight.
Yeah, that's our
Okay.
clip of the day.
But yeah, I have to type that out, record myself saying it, then send it to Bob.
Yeah, let's get all
Because,
that
like I
done.
said, we're texting Nori and we're asking him how to say his name, and I feel like at a certain point he's just like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
And I'm like, no, Nori, I want your name to be correct. Like I don't, or at least as close to correct as we could get it. And he's like, oh no, it's fine.
Just to hear him say it. That's what we need to do, and that'll be in the introduction. And so when we get big
Maybe we'll
voice
just-
Bob-
yeah,
when
we'll
we
just-
get Bob to record it, we then have Nuri saying it after Bob does.
Yeah, this is how you actually say
Yeah, like we need to get that done. So it's a busy day. I'm gonna go do this thing at the Rotary, and then I've got 2 book Zooms. For those of you who've ordered books, they go out tomorrow. So greatly appreciate it. Means the world. Rico has not bought any of my books.
Oh, I'm sorry. You gave me one.
Rashawn has not bought any of my books either. Nick bought one, then he bailed.
You
Like, he
gave me
bought
one. You
and
gave
then-
me the first one.
I know, but I was like, wait a minute. I mean, bestseller. I appreciate it, but
gave it to me. I didn't know I had to buy
my
it.
own people ain't even supporting the game. Like I was like,
look,
How much is the book?
I was like,
I'm getting me a copy today.
there's 3 books, sir.
I want one.
No,
Let's start with one.
no, there's 3 books.
You got to buy 3 in one.
You should.
What is it? Is it? Do they all go together?
No, they don't.
Okay, so what would be the best book if I was going to start with one of the 3? Which one?
The last one,
Which is
Rebuilt Through Recovery.
okay. That's what we need.
Yeah,
Rebuild through recovery.
yeah. Simple.
What are you
deal.
talking about?
Hey, just go to loveprince.us.
Loveprince.us.
LOVE
Uh-huh.
PRINTS.
Yes.
.us.
Yes.
Or just Google DP Rebuilt Through Recovery, and there's a link that'll come up. Don't buy it on Amazon because I can't sign it for you. I'll get credit for it, but I can't sign it for you.
You can't sign it. Why?
Because the process through my website, it comes to me with
Oh,
an
and
order
then you send
with
it
a,
out.
with an order for me to sign it and get through it. So there's that. I don't know if you're aware. I have a speaking engagement right at 11:30, so I got to like bounce.
It's all good.
Put on grown up clothes and do that.
He told me to sit in.
Yeah, so Rico's job will be agitator, and he was.
Are you sure you? Hey, listen. Have you ever seen Controlled Chaos?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. You saw it already, so then
Yeah.
you know what to expect.
Yeah.
You know, because I know Debo, aka Jay Foreman, was on his hot box a little bit.
Yeah, he was trying.
He was on his hot box.
He was trying.
He didn't try. He was on his hot box.
Yeah.
Rashawn, do you want to talk about somebody that you love so dearly?
Dude, I canceled somebody dearly because I felt like this topic that we're going to talk about is going to be
great.
It's going to be great.
But
You
they
know
told-
what happened?
they told
I
me-
tweeted
they told
about
me
it.
they didn't want to talk about it.
I tweeted about our show and what we were going to talk
They
about.
said they didn't want to talk about
Who
it.
was they?
The little textures.
They
We
did.
don't want to talk about it. We moved on. We moved on.
Well,
Pain, agony.
we're going to talk about it.
I tweeted about
we're going to put it to
me
bed.
and Nick's show and what we were going to talk about yesterday. Jay Foreman replies with "Not really," and that got way more likes and attention than my tweet.
We're going to.
I was like, "Wow, it's because he got a blue check mark."
Yeah, well, you know how that goes. Verified.
People think he's important or
It's
something.
verified. But we're going to put this to
I
bed.
haven't even tried to get verified.
Yeah, we're going to put it. We're going to put it to bed.
Okay,
man.
we'll see if we can do that.
Try. Good luck.
And it's over with. And once after this show today, what's today? 16?
Mhm.
This 2/16/2022. We're going to put this to bed. And what we're going to do is we're going to hope and pray that we play K-State in the bowl game so we can break his jaw again.
That's too. Oh my goodness!
I'm just kidding.
I'm cutting
That's
you
a
off.
Husker. It's a former Husker talking about. Bye.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take